Hello, I am Zelda Master, and today I'm going to be showing you my custom Mandalorian action figure. So, I got this is the Minds of Mandalorian from the Mandalorian show, and I did a bunch of custom work on it to make it into this. So, I'm going to go over what I did. So, first thing I did is I got this chrome pen from Amazon, about 10 bucks. It's called Zayar chrome pen. But I got that and I shook it up and I used the thin side and the big side, shook it up, went all around the silver parts to make his armor chrome. But the chrome, it doesn't settle completely solid. It doesn't harden. It's just kind of soft once it's dried up. So if you push down into it, it leaves fingerprints and it starts to show, which you can see in this figure. So it was I did this actually before I went my chrome pen on another figure that I might do in another video. But as you can see, there are some parts where it just looks like little specks instead of actual shiny chrome. So right there, you can see around the corners, it's actual chrome because fingerprints don't really get there. Well, now that the rifle's falling out, that's a good time to talk about that. So the rifle here I got from the very first Mandalorian figure in the official Mandalorian line of the Black Series. And this is a really cheap figure. I got it used off of eBay, and it came with his rifle, and it came with his jetpack. So what I did for the jetpack was there's these pegs right here, and they fit into the back of this figure like that. The pegs are vertical. Oh crap. And if you look at this figure, the pegs are horizontal. So what I did was I got a knife, like a steak knife, and I sawed them off. And I got a sanding block and I sanded those pieces off. And then this peg is just a tad bit small for this. So I got a sticky note and I put it around the peg and I push it in. And when you push it in, it makes it really, really tight, like a really tight fit. And it sticks in really good and doesn't really rotate at all. And then for the spear, I really did just I got it from my Captain Phasma figure. And I just used it as his Beskar spear. His rifle, when you get it with the jetpack, when there's a little bit of space, and I just kind of wedged it in between there like that. So it's not, I didn't do any dremeling in the side to put it in. It just kind of wedges in there. Not the best fit, but it works. And then for the cape, this is the part that took me the longest. The cape, I just sort of winged it. I got the rubber cape, and I kind of just laid a piece of fabric over it, and I got them from these old socks I have. They're like turkey socks, kind of, and I cut a really big chunk out of it, so I just had a really big piece of fabric, and I laid it over this, and with super glue and scissors, well, I laid it over this right here, and with super glue and scissors, I kind of just winged it. You can see there's a little hole right here. And then down at the bottom for the weathering, like these little jetpack holes, I kind of just folded it in half and then cut a tiny little sliver right there to get the holes from weathering. And then the cape isn't actually glued on. It's just fabric like that. So you can see where I used the Gorilla Glue or super glue and just folded these parts in. So if I wanted to, I could put it onto this one, just like this. But then it kind of flares out some and it sticks out from under the helmet. Doesn't look as good on this one, but it's fabric. So you put it on there, fold it. Hang on. So the problem I ran into is I didn't like sew or anything, so these parts will flare up like this, and I don't want to put more glue on it because that kind of just clumps up. So I can just do like that. It's good enough for me. Then with the fabric cape, the good thing about that is with the fabric cape, you can swoop it off to the side like this and just put the jetpack on. So you could have, so if you don't have the Glavis ring rolled one, you can just do this. So I just swoop it over to the side, get the jetpack, peg it in where the little sticky note is, just like that, and then you can just kind of work it around like there. There we go. So then it just kind of flails off over his shoulder, over off to the side, like in the show. But that is my custom Mandalorian, and I think I'm going to do some more action figure videos. If not, do some Call of Duty and skateboarding videos. But this is my custom Mandalorian. So if y'all want to, y'all could try and get the materials at home and do it. Just what I would recommend, from what I did wrong, was I got, where's the chrome pin? Well, I got the chrome pin, and I just kind of put it on there. I'd probably go for the Molotov chrome pin, because I got, like, the cheap one off of Amazon. Probably go for the Molotov one, and do that, because I'm pretty sure that one actually hardened instead of just being soft where you can press your fingerprints into it. I also got the chrome pen and did it on his satchel, or his little belt right there. Put the chrome over there. So that's his little clip where he, in the show, he would clip his rifle over right there. But I would recommend, and if you do get the chrome pen I got, I would recommend you get a finish to go over it, like a gloss finish. That's like the Molotov gloss finish, because that's actually made for these chrome pens, and it will make it so your fingerprints don't stick on. But if you like this video and you're gonna try this custom, please subscribe and please like. And I will see y'all in the next video.